There we go.
Okay. Well. Hi, Tony.
Hello.
Looks like you got yourself a visitor here today.
Yes, my mom.
Yeah.
Mom, say hello.
Hello.
Very, very good. So, Tony, as you may know, it's kind of infectious to spread the beautiful people that is the people of BTS. They're very good people, and so is the people that follow them. So we figured we'd spread the love a little bit, right?
So, really quick, this is Lois. Lois is my mom. So I'm just gonna give you a heads up. Once you go down this rabbit hole, there's no coming back.
Okay. I'll have to remember that.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
it's true. Basically, we're bringing you into the rabbit hole that is BTS, and in fact, at this point, I can even tell you, I have almost all the members now sitting on my monitor as well as little figurines. I'm sold into this sucker pretty hard and everything. So it's a good place though because they're good people and they have a very positive message. So
And you'll come to find with like BTS and just like if you dive even more into this like kind of K-pop kind of genre, it's very inspiring and you don't have to worry about running into anything risque. Like they really try to have good moral values.
Yeah, that's nice. Much better than what's been going on here in the West.
Good old Hollywood.
Yeah, exactly. So I think I sent you something for the video today, right there.
You did.
Okay, why don't you go ahead and bring that up, and I'm going to kind of make one small introduction.
Okay.
Okay, so see if you can make that full screen really quick too.
How's that?
Perfect. So this is the group BTS, and obviously each one of them, I'm going to read off their names. So we have RM, V, which is Tony's guy, RM, J-Hope, then there is Suga, V, Jungkook, Jin, Jimin, and of course, I think that's everybody. That's name 7, right? Yeah. So that's everybody. And so it actually kind of starts right here. As you can see, the far left, that is RM. He is actually the leader. He's got J-Hope, and then it just kind of goes down the line like that. You'll see them all. So basically, what we're going to be doing in this episode is they do this show called Run BTS, where once a week they take themselves and they give themselves a little challenge. In this one, they have to make a bouquet and a boutonniere.
Come over this way.
And so they actually found someone, if I remember correctly, the person who did this was someone who has very, very storied, he's very storied. He's very, very well respected. I think he did something for like the Olympics or something like that when it was in South Korea. And he's actually teaching them how to make boutonnieres and bouquets today. And so I figured with you being into the floral and plant section of things that maybe we introduce you to BTS through flowers.
Sounds good.
So, of course, one more theme before we get started. And Tony has learned this. They talk really, really fast.
Yeah.
And so you might want to turn on subtitles. And if you need to pause it to read it, do not feel bad if you need to. Oh, it might be just up on the... Oh, yeah, it's already got the English sub on it. Nice. You can turn that off.
Did I turn it off?
No, you want to turn it off now because it's going to be built into the video. There we go. Bing. So that's a small little breakdown. They've been a group for about a little over a decade now. So, and they're just really good people. Most of them are in the military right now serving. So.
And a little fun fact for anyone watching, you might hear some dog noises in the back. We have a dog that's in that, or you might even see some fluffy tails that go through the back. We have a floof that's in the background. He's not very happy about this, but we said, well, he's going to stay in here with us. All right, we ready?
I think we're ready.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
야 여기 어딘가요? 여기는 목이 굉장히 식물도 많고
There are a lot of
자,
plants in the world.
꽃입니다. 꽃이네요. 네. 근데 꽃이 많아가지고 이거 좀 걱정되는 게 이거 꽃이랑 우리랑 구분이 안 갈까봐. 너무 구분 잘 되는데요? 아 그래요? 아 그렇군요. 네. 또 뭐 하나요 오늘? 네, 뭐 하나요? 아 플라워레이스트. 플라워레이스트. 이거 아닌가요? 플라워레이스트. 직접 만들어 본 적 없죠. 산 적은 있는데.
저 이제 분재를 좋아해서
그렇죠.
I like
분재
plants.
이제 조경을 해본 적은 있습니다.
I love
저희 어머니
plants.
꽃꽂이 하는 건 봤었어요. 저는 제가 꽃이라.
진영 어디 다 꽂아주면.
자, 꽂히고 싶어요?
이거 오늘 컨셉 제대로 잡고 가네.
네, 그래서요.
네.
선수는
There he is.
잘생긴
Such a handsome teacher.
아,
정말 오리지널 얼굴에 꽂히신
그렇죠. 네.
우리 그냥 정마디했다.
괜찮아. 소름이 이제 반이야.
자, 그럼 선생님과 본격적으로 수업을 할 건데요. 다들 본인들의 탄생화가 무엇인지 알고
저 호랑이 꽃이요.
저 저기 있어요. 클레마티스. 호랑이 꽃이야 너.
나 호랑이 꽃.
그러니까
나 뭔지 몰라.
뭐 우리 진영부터 뭐 생일 말하고 뭐
네.
그 탄생화가 뭔지 한번 물어봅시다. 저의 생일은
What's yours?
12월
네.
4일.
Oh, mine is.
12월 4일? 12월 4일이면
I don't know what my birth flower is either.
아니야 지금 약간 두대회전 지금. 이거 멈추신 거 같아.
아, 설마 처음부터 모르시겠어?
그럼 태영이부터 해보자. 태영이부터. 오케이.
저는 12월 30일
So,
12월 30일.
Lois, real quick, these guys, they're not related, but they act like siblings. Like
They
they
do, yeah.
like Aaron, you've told me that didn't they spend like months like living together or something?
Yeah, so the way that it works in kind of the K-pop industry is that they will train as a group for like years, and then after that they actually end up spending their time together as a group. And when they were first being formed, the company was on the verge of bankruptcy, and so they didn't have any money, and neither did the company. So they had a 1-bedroom apartment where they all shared it, and they lived together for like 7 years. Yeah, it's
my
wild.
Guess that was interesting, clocking and scheduling showers and whatever.
Oh yeah, it's pretty interesting. I'm currently reading the book on it right now, and they would talk about how like they would be up for like 18-20 hours a day because they had to learn how to sing, rap, act, dance, and everything. So like when one would be practicing, one would be able to go and have like a little bit of food and like take a nap, or then for like 30 minutes, and then they just have to get back together and do it all. So they've basically been living with each other for about over a decade, more than they have with their own family.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, back to it.
남매요?
비영이 실제로 남매.
그 여동생이 있잖아요, 실제로.
맞아. 아 그래서 남매. 아이 평행 이론.
죄송한데 남매가 아니고요. 납매입니다. 납매.
남매. 남매. 꽃말은 뭔가요?
자해요?
자애.
스스로에 대한 사랑 맞죠?
그렇죠. 오케이 잘 들었고요.
Everyone, this is all like
저는 9월 12일입니다.
9월 12일이면
this is her dog.
맞습니다. 저기 있더라고요. 저 처음
He's a
봤어요.
good boy.
여기 있습니다. 플레마트 여기 있어요.
아, 진짜 처음 봤어요.
네, 두 가지 종류가 있어요. 오늘 클레마티스는.
깬다.
Types
예뻐.
of tomatoes.
저 처음 봤어요.
남준이 곡 하나 쓰자 클레마티스로. 야, 너 너무
진짜 불안하게 그 푸추 들지?
잘 잡았어요. 저 손풀어요.
안 깨트렸으면 됐지. 다음에 깨트리면 뭐라 할게.
잠시만. 클레마티스의 꽃말은 뭔가요? 여기 나와 있어요.
마음의 아름다움입니다.
형
Little heart.
제
아름답죠.
마음은 진실로 아름답다.
뭔가 굉장히
꽃 이름도 이쁘고 꽃말도
굉장히 담담합니다.
나중에 아들 자식 나오면은 김고결 어때요?
아들 자식이 뭡니까? 아들 자식이.
나중에 아들 자식을 낳으면 한번 검토해 볼게요.
오케이.
Think about it.
정리 꽃말 한번 해봅시다. 저는 제가 압니다. 9월 1일 물어보세요.
호랑이 꽃 아닙니까? 맞습니다.
Tiger
Tiger lily.
Oh,
Tiger
와 이쁘게 생겼다. 네 맞아요.
아, 호랭이가 호랭이구나.
Well, they're very
신기하다.
popular
나
around
꽃말도 안다고. 꽃말
the
뭐예요?
US.
사랑해주세요. 맞아요. Love me. 아니 근데 뭐 호랑이 꽃인데 나를 사랑해주세요가? 호랑이면 막 약간
겉은 화려한데 속은 살짝.
약간 좀
여러분 다 전국에 사랑해 주세요.
오케이.
나를 사랑해 주세요.
사랑.
Please love me. Please love me.
자, 시민이.
Love you.
저희 10월 13일입니다.
조팝꽃이에요.
네. 아니 참 이거 웃으면 방송 이상하게 나가요. 웃지
제가,
마요.
제가.
웃지 마. 왜?
웃지 마요. 방송 이상하게 나간다고.
이게 정확히 말하면 제가 알기로 이게 정확히 말하면 조팝나무 아닌가요?
꽃말은 뭔가요? 조의 탑.
조팝 단정한 사랑.
역시 지민이 완전 단정하지.
지민이 머리 봐봐 너무 단정해.
Look at his hair.
오늘 편집 되겠는데?
He has a neat person.
아니야. 이거 오래 살아요?
나무니까 오래
조팝나무는 봄에 나오는 꽃이에요, 걔네들은.
Ooh.
그리고 제일 흔한 꽃이나
specialty.
길거리 가다가도 보는 꽃이 조팝이에요.
Yes, the specialty.
왜? 야, 그냥 설명을 들어. 야,
쳐다볼 때 왜 입고
몰랐어.
그냥 끝났구나.
Rivalry. Rivalry is really.
저는 오래 살아요.
근데 나도 잘못 봤네.
저 오래 살아 그럼 네가 오래 사냐고 물어보는 거잖아.
지민이 거 들어봤고요. 이제 뭐 제거 한번 들어볼까요? 저는 2월 18일생입니다.
미나리 아제비.
아제비.
Buttercup.
Oh, interesting.
Buttercup.
진짜 이름도 허병.
Little yellow flower. You put it
이거 꽃말이 어떤 건가요?
underneath people's chin, and they say, what is it they say? Do you like something? And then if you put it under the chin, and it kind of, if it shines a yellow light on the chin, it means you do like it.
Huh.
Oh, interesting. I never heard that before. That it
Yeah.
has like some sort of folklore behind it.
I didn't even know
Do you
that.
like butter? And it'll show yellow on your chin. Anyway,
All right, back
just a
to it.
fun little thing people like to do as kids.
That's awesome. That's a fun little fact.
We'll even put a photo of it somewhere up there for you guys.
Yeah.
미나리 아제비가 천진난만.
진짜
딱 어울리지 않아?
Innocent soul. Yeah.
Perfect match.
Yeah, J-Hope, definitely not.
꽃말이 뭔데?
자, 오래 사나요?
천진난만.
미나리 아제비 같은 경우에는 야생초예요.
야생.
예, 그렇게 오랫동안 꽃을 피우고 있지는 않고요.
네.
예, 거의 산속이나 이런 데 가서 볼 수 있는 꽃.
두 말이 맞았네. 야, 가수 아니면 스님 된다는 게.
미나리 아제비가 여기 왔어요. 진짜.
미나리 아제비. 인간.
Human buttercup.
자, 우리 시바 영어 들어보자.
우리 슈팝 씨
네.
궁금하네요.
3월군이니까 3월.
They're not just over in
낙엽송.
Europe and
Oh, so
낙엽 있잖아, 고.
고엽 있지, 고엽.
오! 그래, 야, 그래서
와, 이게 이런.
his is
오래
came up as
살잖아.
mine.
엄청 오래 살겠네.
되게 오래 살 거야.
Large
오래
is
우리 중에서 제일 오래 살아.
낙엽
What is
신기하다.
yours?
아니,
large.
꽃 따라가는 건가? 수능이?
large.
하여튼 좋네요. 낙엽송. 되게 뭔가 의미도 있고. 자, 우리
How
진영.
does that
저희
desk?
생일은 12월 4일입니다.
네, 수영이라는 꽃입니다.
형 수영 잘해요?
수영 하늘 정도의 어깨를 가지고.
오!
수영 선수.
수영 선수 음파.
아, 진짜 귀여워. 와, 사들이야?
You guys, there's
수영을
so much energy.
Oh, all the time.
어떤 말이죠?
I want their energy.
Oh, I love basketball.
우리 진영도 좀
애정이요. 제가 애정이
관심
좀
많이 줘야 되거든요.
그렇죠. 제가 좀 여러분들께 애정 이렇게 퍼주고 있지 않습니까? 귀 빨개진다.
His ears are getting red. Oh no.
딴데 보고 빨개진 거 봐봐. 빨개진 거 봐봐.
Someone's getting embarrassed.
He's blushing.
Oh,
좋았습니다. 네, 이제 뭐 하나요?
he's worldwide handsome. That's why.
I mean, they're pretty, from a guy's point of view, they're pretty good looking guys.
처음인데 다.
They are.
Yeah.
저 있습니다.
Talking about winning the genetic lottery.
저희 요즘 거실이 넓어졌잖아요.
그래서
그 천장이 이렇게 이런 것처럼
집을 정글로 만들겠다.
You want to make a jungle?
뭐 약간 생화로 뭐가 만들 수 있으면 좋으려면 뭐
제가 봤을 때
제일 쉬운 게 뭔가요? 일단은 저희가 부토니를 한번 만들어 볼게요.
부토니요?
Oh, boutonnieres.
Boutonnieres.
Yeah.
제가 한번 보여주세요.
만드는 거 한번 보여드릴게요.
So, I think this is the first thing they're gonna make.
제거해야 됩니다.
그렇죠.
So, do you know any fun facts about boutonnieres, Mom? Or
I-
Lois?
I do know that carnations are used a lot. Carnations. I don't know if roses are really used, but carnations, because they hold up so well, are
Mm.
used quite a lot.
I know in my current place of employment, so I work for a wholesale flower place and actually bring her flowers to make arrangements all the time. So you guys want comments? Like, if you guys want a video about that, make sure you comment below because she does some pretty cool arrangements. And with all the dance season and high motion right now with high schools, we're constantly getting orders for like spray roses and
What is it called when they have the girl has the one on the wrist? What is that?
corsage.
No, corsage.
No, boutonniere is this one because that's
That's for the boys.
That's for the boy, but the corsage is the one that the
Oh,
girl.
they always put on the arm.
Yeah, they always put it on.
Yeah.
Because most when you go to places on Mother's Day, women are wearing them on
Yeah, but at like a high school dance, they usually do the corsage. So you say carnations is the most popular flower for the boutonniere?
I do.
Okay.
Because
what about for the corsage?
Well, they usually put an orchid in those.
Oh,
orchid.
I like orchids.
And then small flowers with it. I'm
Okay.
not sure what smaller varieties of flowers they use, but
Probably baby's breath.
Maybe baby's breath. Yeah, that's a very popular fill-in flower.
Yeah, it just does really well with being able to fill in stuff. Yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, that's pretty cool.
And it comes in different colors too. So
for the orchid.
Well, the orchids, of course, but baby's breath also comes in different colors.
Oh, nice. I didn't
Besides
know that.
white.
I'm just so common to seeing the white. Yeah.
Yeah, it comes in other colors. I just don't remember them all right now.
When there's so much variety, right? It's hard to do
yeah.
so.
I know there's a blue variety. I do know that.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Okay.
Back to it. On with the show.
잎을 제거를 해줘야 돼요. 신기하다. 선 거전.
뭔가 되게 쉬워 보이는데 쉽지 않을 것 같은데.
아니 꽃 만지는 남자 되게 약간 드라마에 나오고. 찰나 지금 효과 들어가야 될 것 같아.
Use some special sound effects.
I love the sound effects they use.
잘 어울리는 거 같아요.
약간 되게 반전이실 것 같아요.
되게 혹시 힙합 좋아하시죠?
저 호구 조사를 들어가?
혹시 몇 년 정도 꽃 만지셨어요?
저는 5년 정도 했습니다.
오래 하셨다.
얘들아, 우리가 대인조 할 때부터 꽃을 시작하셨어.
아, 인생의 6분의 1년을 꽃이랑
제가 한 여자를 정말 사랑했었는데 그 한 여자가 여행을 갈 때 나는 꽃을 너무 좋아해 하고 가버렸던 그 기억이
이유가
있습니다.
그러고 안 들어왔어? 얘기하시는 거예요?
아, 아니요.
뭔 얘기야?
갑자기
쉬운 거야 그냥. 와, 잠깐만, 우리가 말하는 동안 지금
제가 여기에
계속 하고 계신데.
오, 좋아. 선생님 됐네요.
Look at that.
Wow. That's a fancy boutonniere.
근데 그걸 만들면 그냥 하루 동안에만 쓸 수 있는 거예요?
그쵸, 하루 동안밖에 안 가죠. 예, 짧아요.
조화도 있지 않나요?
조화로도 하는데 좋아하는 느낌이 안 살죠. 예.
한번 만들어 보자 그러면.
꽃향기를 맡으며. 자, 해볼까요? 지금 제가 볼까 아직 연습 게임도 안 했어요. 빨리 해야 돼.
자, 부분에 한번 우리가 만들어 봅시다. 자. 미나리 아제비 있나요?
미나리 아제비는 없습니다.
이런 것도 가능해요?
좀 너무 큰 것 같아요.
Some of these boutonnieres are so wild.
이게 아니야 이 정도면?
응.
아, 나 뭐 하지?
It's like
나
a
라일락
weapon.
할까? 라일락 꽃향기 맡으며.
You're seeing lilacs.
꽃냄새 좋다.
Smells nice.
오, 뭐야 이거? 이건 뭐야?
그건 공작 깃털이요.
오. 와, 공기?
아,
이게 식물인가 이게?
아니요, 그거는 데코요.
진짜 리얼 공작
데코요? 네, 매장 데코요.
아, 데코.
매장 데코를 뽑아버렸네. 역시. 난 감각.
Like little kids in a candy store.
Oh, 100%.
감격적으로 느껴졌어. 다 잘라도 돼요?
호랑. 형 그거 청고추랑 풋고추랑. 자, 이제 뭐 어떻게 하면 될까요? 이거 어떻게 이제 줄로 감싸요?
일단 줄기를 깔끔하게 제거해야 되고.
줄기를 깔끔하게.
Is there not actually like
다 제거를 해줘.
decorative peppers?
There are
봐드릴게요.
aren't there
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some decorative ones, I think.
Yeah,
I just
they're
haven't
pretty
had-
cool.
I don't have any experience with them, but I've seen them.
Yeah, they don't seem to be very common, but I have
No.
seen some decorative peppers. They look kind of cool.
I think they're probably like You have to probably get them shipped from different countries.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that doesn't. I mean, maybe out, down south, maybe even Texas area, you might be able to get some.
Maybe in Cali as well. And now that I think
Possibly. But
back to it.
decorative peppers. Who would have thought?
오, 슈가.
감격적으로 느껴졌어. 날 붙이던 감각적으로 느껴졌어.
Are they using
그래서
sunflowers or real
그래서
flowers? Some of those
Uh,
silk
They're all
flowers.
real flowers.
하나하나
There might be some stem flowers, but
안 아까우세요?
꽃은 과감하게 하라고 배웠습니다.
Why be bold?
that's right. You got to be bold.
진짜 멋있어. 우리는 뭘로 할래? 나중에 뭐 음악
과감하게 하라고 배웠습니다.
뭐
이런 거 아니야?
예, 뭐 그런 거네요.
우리가 한번 모셔.
옛날 호비 형이 이게 방송에 부담을 가지고 이렇게 시끄러운 줄 알았는데 그냥 시끄러워요.
그냥 시끄러운 거 맞아.
쌉쌉쌉쌉쌉쌉쌉쌉.
오디오가 비면 안 된다는 약간 그런 강박관념이
그게
있는 줄 알았는데
아니었어.
그게 아니었어.
그냥 시끄러운 거였어.
It's just noisy.
He's just noisy. Yeah, always.
무조건 효과음 필요해. 난 그 호비가 그게 제일 충격적이었다며. 버스 앉을 때 뿅 이런 거.
그거는 정말 저도 충격이었습니다.
버스 타고 왔는데 어떻게 했다 했죠?
스스로 앉았을 때 뭐 뿅 소리를 냈다 그랬나요?
혼자 그랬대요.
제가
혼자.
버스 혼자 타는데
아무도 없었는데.
네, 정말 너무 이제 습관이 된 거죠 그런 효과음을. 그래서 제가 앉을 때 또이 진짜 이들 또이.
옆에 있는데 진짜 오디오 안 빈다 너.
너무 짧게 잘랐어.
선생님 너무 많나요? 조금 무거운 거 같은데 마음에
He's
들어요?
so mild mannered.
제가 마음에 안 들면 어떡해.
하얀색 꽃이 시네시스거든요. 네, 조금 덜어야 될 것 같아요.
네.
이거 어렵다.
쌤 이건 약간 너무 짬뽕인가요?
네, 이거.
난 약간 화려한 거 좋아해서. 오빠, 싸. 어떠세요?
That's an interesting boutonniere.
그런가?
It's a little big.
If I showed up to a day with that, the girl would probably get pissed at me.
우와, 슈거.
Like you were out trying how to do dinner.
저 붙여봐야겠다. 끝났습니다 선생님.
So Tony, I'm curious.
왜 무서워?
Not necessarily curious.
What's that?
So I was just kind of thinking here. One thing that might be kind of fun is when they get to the point where all the boutonnieres are finished. We have your mom choose her favorite boutonniere.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
Contest. Okay.
yeah. See who makes your favorite boutonniere from the flowers they use,
Okay.
and I think
Well, I
they also do bouquet as well. So
Fun fact about her: growing up, like in the house I grew up in, that she built and bought or whatever. We had this neighbor that was really bad at gardening. It was really bad with plants in general. And her, so it was our neighbor across the street, and she always would come. She it just seemed like how many times did she end up giving you plants?
I don't know.
She gave her quite a few plants, and when she'd bring them over, she's like, "Well, this plant's about to die. If you save it, it's
you
yours."
can keep it.
And so every time she brought it back to life, every
Nice.
time without fail, she brought it back to life. And so she kind of became known as the plant specialist in our neighborhood.
That's awesome.
So
So yeah, they have the boutonniere and the bouquet. So let's see which one she likes best.
okay, on with the show, right, Aaron?
Yep, that's right.
근데 얘가 자꾸 찔러.
나 바나나인 줄 알았어요. 이거.
That was a
바나나를 하는데 손만 작품한테 바나나라는. 아유 맛있지.
남자 이쁜데? 올인했어요. 저거 하나에.
꽃 사이에 꽃이 있던데.
He's already got it all nailed. Ooh.
오
합격입니다.
오 멋있네.
그게 없는데? 이게 너무 길어.
Dun dun dun.
네, 주간.
Damn rope.
어쩌다가 또 이렇게
Oh no.
가망이 없는데. 예.
아니야,
Oh.
형아 이거 약간 그거 같아. 받침. 이렇게. 받침이 부러졌네. 미안하다.
The support broke.
Rest in peace.
어,
Rest in peace.
좋은데?
That's right.
He needed one of
기분이
those
좋은데요?
little things you can buy.
지민아
That
느낌 있대.
네?
little
느낌 있대.
tubes.
그러니까 뭐
They have
Oh,
a little
yeah.
tube where you can stick the flour in it with water and include it in the boutonniere or the corsage, so it keeps the flour moist, so it doesn't die so soon.
That's awesome. I've seen those.
That's cool. I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
멋있다.
And you work in a flower shop.
아, 됐어.
I work in wholesale. Don't judge me.
야, 다들 가지 각색이다. 야.
야 이거 근데 하고 나면 난장판이 된다 이게. 선생님 자는 저렇게.
아, 이것도 내가 한 거.
여기도 내가.
우리가 너무 많은 그래 욕심을 많이 부렸어.
그래 욕심 많이 부리면 안 돼.
형 봐봐 딱 쓸 것만 갖고 왔잖아. 형은 안 자르고 다 썼잖아요. 그러니까 섭섭한 발언이었어. 어때요?
그냥
써서?
써서.
내가 그때 좀 화려하게 하는 게 이쁜 거야. 그래? 어때, 민기야?
형 약간 야한
Big head.
It's a little wild and crazy.
아니 고추 아니야 이 고추 이거?
고수랑 옥수수랑
오이
Looks like he's a farmer.
당근
오이 고추 아니야? 데코야 데코. 네, 와. 네.
Time to introduce their pieces. This is good. I want to see.
숨었어. 안 보여요, 고추. 부끄러워서.
Womp womp.
나와 괜찮아.
야, 부끄러워하지 마, 부끄러워하지 마.
에이 여기도 좋은 사람들이야. 괜찮아.
자, 소개해 주시죠.
이 꽃은 정말 이 꽃이 뭐예요 혹시? 달려있던 거요? 네. 리시안 셔츠. 리시안
Oh, was he in?
셔츠로.
I know that.
러시안 셔츠?
뭐야? 샤샤.
러시안 셔츠라고 한 것 같아.
리시안 셔츠로
네.
제가 이렇게 한번
네.
얘를 주인공으로 해서 이렇게 한번 만들어봤습니다.
네, 예쁘네요. 네, 잘하셨네. 박수. 자, 남준 이쁘다.
아, 네.
우리 분재.
Whoa, so pro.
작품
RM,
공부하는
but
꿈꾸입니다.
you did a good job on
그래서
that.
이제 모두가
Yeah.
주인공이 될 수 있게. 네.
뭐야 이거 어떻게 한 거야?
꽃 사이에 꽃을 꽂았고요.
와 대박.
예쁘죠?
예쁜데요?
예뻐요.
진짜 예쁘다.
감사합니다.
저는 뭐
정국.
저는 보이는 거 찍었어요.
아 보이는 거 집어서 만들었다. 되게 잘 만들었다 정국이도. 다 잘 만든다.
주인공
Look at that
한
one.
명이 좀 외로울까봐.
It needs a little more.
역시
아,
옆에 또 메인 친구 한 명 더 나왔습니다.
네네. 좋네요.
It is very clean, but very minimalistic for
지민
sure.
봐보세요.
주민도 예뻐.
지민 약간 다발 스타일.
아 이거
Okay, it's true.
좀 붙였어요. 옷에도.
That one's
이거
not bad.
장미 그거 뜻이 사랑 아닌가요?
불타는 사랑.
그래서
아,
또 작품명을 딱 정했죠.
뭐야.
날카로운 불타는 사랑의 기억.
Love, a fiery love.
오, 약간 트로트 제목 같은데.
Oh yeah.
오케이. 자, 작품 제목 제가 말씀드릴게요. 날불사기라고. 네, 날카로운 불타는 상의 기억. 날불사기.
지민 형은
멋있어요.
지금 안 돼.
좋아.
허명 이쁩니다.
저는 뭐 사실 뭐 어떻게 저도 집히는 대로 그냥 했는데 저는 이 라일락.
이건 뭐예요? 빨간 색깔?
예쁘다.
형 이거 빨간 색깔 뭐예요?
빨간 색깔은 봤는데 이거.
That's pretty nice.
You know what that stuff is, Mom?
하이페리쿠.
네, 꽃이에요.
Can't see it very
Ah,
close.
I'm just gonna back up real quick, Aaron.
Oh, you're good. You're good. Do what you gotta do.
이쁩니다.
저는 뭐 사실 뭐 어떻게 저도 집히는 대로 그냥 했는데 저는 이 라일락.
It looks like a lilac rose.
이건 뭐예요? 빨간 색깔?
Does, huh?
The red?
빨간 색깔.
Where's the red?
빨간 색깔은
there.
아닌데 이거.
Oh, I don't know what that is. It's not blossom. It's just buds.
Okay, that's Hypericum.
Hypericum.
Yeah, it's pretty pop.
You guys get a lot of that.
We sell a lot of it, and it's actually fun fact. Hypericum, for those watching, and I didn't even know this until one of my coworkers said something to me. Hypericum is very toxic.
Oh,
It's so if either a human being eats it or an animal eats it, it can kill
wow.
them.
It's that bad?
Like yeah, apparently, I heard a rumor before from one of my coworkers, because there's a lot of us guys that we're the delivery guys, and like one of my coworkers, he's like the supervisor in the delivery area. He said, I heard they make good coffee. I mean, and he said I wouldn't know because I don't drink coffee, and I said, yeah, I don't drink coffee either. But then another coworker looked up if they're toxic, and apparently they said that they're toxic.
Wow. That's insane.
Well, they've got a couple of berries that they put in their flower arrangements that are really toxic also.
Privet berries.
So
I don't know. I don't think elderberries are toxic, but they do get used. We have a lot of elderberries at my house.
No, I think elderberries are okay to ingest. It's just
Yeah, they just don't taste very good.
oh, I take it you've tried them.
Yeah, I know. They keep telling me it's a super fruit, and I go out and grab a bunch of them and then try one, and I about gag off of it.
all right, back to it.
뭔가요 이게?
하이페리콘.
하이페리콘.
That
네,
one's
꽃이에요.
nice, but it's
아,
lacking.
꽃이에요.
네, 저기 열리면
What do you
노란색
think,
꽃이에요.
Flappy?
오,
More
진짜요?
around
저는 곧
the
꽃이 열릴 거다.
green
아,
main flower.
장풍제 미래 어떻습니까? 미래, 퓨처.
미래 약간 보라색.
오케이.
보라해.
보라해. 자, 시우가.
제 작품명 제일 먼저 끝낸.
가까이 있는 거.
What do you think of that one?
No.
Oh, it's so nice.
가까이 있는 집어서.
정말 가까이 있는 것들을
원래
집어줘.
It's like velvet.
네, 가까이 있는 것들 괜찮네요.
만들었는데
네.
뭐도 괜찮습니까?
너무 이쁩니다. 네. 자, 다음 제일 제목 너무 화제의
저는 야채 장사.
바나나.
보시면 아시겠지만
That one.
자석만으로 고정이 안 돼가지고.
네, 지금 팀프로
Wild and
감쌌어요
crazy.
지금. 네.
무슨 소리예요?
이게 한 100g 정도 돼요.
아,
진짜 무겁더라.
네, 아 이거 참 고개를 숙이더라고요. 네.
작품 제목 뭡니까?
작품 제목은 고개를 조아려라.
보조라.
좋네요.
고개를 조아려라 하겠습니다.
고개를
이거
좋아하는.
호랑이꽃 이용한 거죠?
호랑이꽃 이용했습니다.
호랑이꽃 다 핀 것도 아니고 안 핀 거.
아 호랑이꽃 핀 것도 좀 공격적이에요.
세다.
그런데
그래,
많이 세네.
멋있어요.
호랑이꽃 진짜 멋있어요. 네, 그래서 이렇게 만들어봤습니다. 야, 자,
Huzzah!
이제부터 본격적인 시작 아닌가요?
Mom, what do you? Well, Lois.
I'd like to see. There's 3 I thought were better than the others.
So, which ones do you think were better?
Start at the left and go. Can you start at the left and go right?
이제 시작이에요.
I'm sure we can probably
오늘
figure
해야
it
될 거.
all
His
right,
fell
so-
apart.
Yeah, V's fell apart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor
This
guy.
is the one that
I
had the
think
flower
the
that.
next one I think was one of
RM.
them. RM's was nice.
Yeah, a little minimalistic. I think is what I remember.
Yeah. Could have
And-
used a little more.
Then
This is Jungkook.
Jungkook, his didn't you say his was like lacking? It just looked like a bouquet.
Yeah, it was the one that had the red rose in it, and that's pretty much all it had. It had some decorative berries, I think, in it as well, but it was that was pretty much about it.
Yeah.
But it's still pretty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the next one, what would
That's
you say?
Jimin.
Jimin. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad. I'm still
No,
getting used
you're
to these names.
I know, dude. I still trip up once in a while. Don't worry.
And I'm just bad with names in general, so
I am too, man.
I would say his is. I'd like to see it closer. Is
let's
that
see.
possible?
자, 그럼 이제 실험된 소품들을 먼저 보도록 해야겠죠.
네.
Well, there's a close up of RM's.
Yeah.
His was nice.
It's
This
nice.
is nice.
It is minimal, but it's still nice.
한 명씩 뽑나요?
자, 하나씩 뽑아봅시다. 빰빰빰빰빰빰빰빰빰이.
The one with the rose is nice.
아무거나 진짜가 그냥 뭔지 모르겠네.
오케이, 자, 진씨부터 공개합시다.
저는 앞으로 고개를 못 들고
That
다닐
one
것
was a
같아요.
little.
왜요?
That one was crazy.
I did like J-Hope's because of the lilac.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
true.
I think it was kind of nice to put that in there.
I think he and is it the guy next to him that has the rose?
Yeah, that's
And-
Jimin.
Yeah, and then the one was REM.
Yeah,
I thought those 3 were the best ones,
nice.
and out of those 3,
Which one would you say is first place?
I'd like to see REM's again.
They might show it again here in a bit.
화가 어떻게 막
저는 이게 왜 나온지 모르겠는데.
자, 보여주세요.
저 리스가 나왔습니다.
리스?
리스가 왜 나왔어?
리스 승계할 때 그 리스 아닌가요?
리스가 뭐예요?
리스는 동그란 도너츠 형태의 꽃장식인데요. 우리 문 앞에 크리스마스
야, 이런 거
네.
이런 거 아니에요? 이런 거? 이거 아니야, 이거?
이런 건가요? 네, 맞아요.
재밌다.
There it is, right there to the left, right
Mhm.
here.
Yeah, I
Even
like
though-
his color scheme.
Yeah,
White
his
and
color
purple.
scheme is good. I think even though it's minimalistic, I think the arrangement is better than the others.
I feel like that one would be first in my book.
And then I'd probably say the one with the rose would be second, and then the other one third.
Yeah, I remember because I've already seen this episode prior. I know, shock, but I think for me personally, I think the one that I remember really liking was J-Hope's, the one with the lilac,
Mhm.
and RM as well. I thought that the minimalism behind it was definitely not lost on me because I thought it was just kind of a nice touch.
Yeah, especially against that black background, it brings out the colors.
Absolutely.
All right. On with the show.
On with the show.
리스. 좋은데? 꽃 동그랗게 형, 형 진짜 뭐 좋다. 형 방에 걸어도 되겠다. 자, 저는 제일 쉬운 거 아니야? 꽃다발이네요. 그냥 이대로 그냥 꼽아버리면 꽃다발. 아니 근데 꽃다발이 우리 해봤지만 조화가 굉장히 어려워. 그렇죠. 이 조화를 잘해야 됩니다. 조화 굉장히 독창성 이런 거 중요하고. 자, 지민이. 네.
유리볼.
유리볼?
뭔지 모르겠어.
지민 씨 샌드위치에서 또 유리볼에서 나오잖아요.
모든 건 우연이야.
What?
Jimin's like, what?
Wait, I'm so confused.
비누방울볼.
유리볼은 오늘 버블볼이라는 작품을 만들 건데 동그란 화기 안에다가 꽃을 수놓는 거예요.
이렇게 해서 이렇게 안에다 하잖아. 맞아, 나 엄마가 하는 거 봤어.
이게 꽂는 거 말하는 거.
네, 맞아, 여기다. 그 예쁘던데.
네, 이뻐요, 엄청. 영롱해요.
대박이다.
제가 좀 영롱하거든요.
아이 영롱이.
자,
He's like, all right.
무난한 꽃다발이죠.
꽃다발 좋죠.
꽃다발.
오케이.
둘이 꽃다발이네 그러면.
꽃다발 팀.
꽃다발 팀.
팀
저
오케이.
오늘 김석진 팀의 기운을 받게 됐어요.
화관이네.
근데 진짜 어려울 것 같아.
이게 뭐 다 다른 거구나.
쉽지 않을 것 같은데 화가.
자, 우리 태영 군.
저도 리스입니다.
리스구나.
리스 팀.
Team Reese.
저밖에 없네요.
오늘 주인공이 오늘의 약간 메인.
그래서 중간에 있어. 영롱합니다.
Like, so they're in teams then?
I don't think they're actually on teams. It's just that they have this name.
오케이.
What was that?
I don't think they're necessarily on teams. I think they just have the same
Oh, okay.
mission. It's just Team Reese. No.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Ah. Sorry, I'm making noise over here.
자, 뭐부터 하면 되나요 그러면?
본인이 뽑으신 거 혹시 리스?
리스입니다.
내가 리스를 뽑았다.
네.
자, 리스 틀을 먼저 받겠습니다.
틀이 있구나.
네, 옆에다가 전달해 주세요.
Oh.
자, 꽃다발입니다.
네, 꽃다발은 오브제가 없습니다. 손이 곧 창조. 네.
뭐에서 유를 창조.
Now,
그렇죠.
if I recall,
자, 다음은 화관.
화관입니다.
Corolla. I'm curious about what that is.
What was that?
yeah. Well, if I recall, I remember talking to my mom about this. Apparently, wreaths are actually like really hard to make because you have to do the drying and the bending like to be so slight, right? Like it's really hard to do that.
Do you know anything?
I've made wreaths and they're not easy. But I've usually used silk flowers. So
Oh, really?
yeah.
Okay, yeah. Because I guess like with the way that because you kind of have to wait for them to dry out a little bit, right? So I hear
Yeah.
that like
You,
you have
yeah,
to
you
kind of
can't,
bend and solidify them.
yeah. It's kind of like you have to get a certain spot, and sometimes it's not easy to get it to that point where it's dry enough to work with, but yet not so dry it just breaks apart.
Interesting, yeah. Because they give you like the frame, but I guess it's hard to kind of make it stay on the frame regardless.
Yeah, some people use glue.
Oh, really? Glue?
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if it works, right?
Yeah. But depending on the frame too, what kind of frame they use, if they use a straw or my favorite, what did I tell you? My favorite smells so good.
Lilac.
No, it's actually no
Lavender?
eucalyptus.
Oh, eucalyptus.
Yeah, because you can find places to stick flowers in eucalyptus so that it doesn't hurt them so much.
Okay. Okay.
I
I've never
always
heard
like
that.
eucalyptus.
Eucalyptus smells nice. It's always, to me, it's related kind of to the medical field, right?
Yeah,
My
it
mom,
smells
she grew
great.
up as a nurse. Yeah.
Yeah, really does a lot for your home when you put it in your home.
When I come home from work after processing flowers, she's like, I can tell you've been around flowers.
It's
smell
better than smelling like food.
Not good.
That's true.
Yeah.
All right, back to it.
화관은 틀이 있나요?
네,
있긴
틀이
있나?
있습니다. 네.
자기가 만든 거 쓰고 딱 사진 찍으면
오케이.
되게 예쁜 그림 나오겠다.
오케이.
지금도 이쁜데요? 그리고 또 누군가
Oh, it looks like a
그다음에
Corolla's
버블볼. 버블볼 같은
some sort
경우에는
of crown.
제가 그 자리에 핀셋을 하나 놔드렸을 거예요.
Okay.
예, 핀셋으로 정교하게
네.
손이
어.
안 들어갈 거예요. 저 같은 경우는 손이 잘 안 들어가서 핀셋을 이용하거든요.
손이 작아요.
That
예,
must
짐이
be
바로
a,
나가는데요.
a Korean or a European thing.
손이 작으면 바로 넣어서 하셔도 돼요.
알겠습니다.
자, 먼저 소재부터 고르겠습니다.
예. 자, 한번 해봅시다. 그래요? 아, 나는 이게 처음부터 이게 막 눈이 가더라고 막.
That's pretty fun.
꽃에 애기 엄청 묻는다.
알러지 있으신 분들은 간지러울 거예요. 아니, 재채기 안 하시죠?
꽃가루 알러지 있는데
재채기 안 하고 안 간지럽죠?
지금
Maybe
안
it
오르시다.
looks
어,
like
그럼
baby
괜찮은 거야.
breath, but I'm
나
not
근데
sure.
지금 뭔가 가볍게 가야 될 것 같아. 지금 중심이 너무 무거워가지고 이 두 개가. 엉켰다. 살려줘 얘들아.
와 오디오가 절대 안 비는 남자. 그 이름 제이홉.
오한비남. 얘들아 엉켰어. 잠시만요.
잠깐만.
자, 이거 교통 정리가 전혀 안 되네 여기가.
그러니까요.
Jam alert.
자, 갈게요. 자, 여기 일방입니다. 일방. 죄송한데 좀 지나갈게요. 죄송해요. 다시 안 올게요. 다시 안 올게요.
Now they got to fight for those flowers.
아, 잠시만.
너무 많이 가져왔나?
이거 만들어서 이거 가져가도 돼요? 나 진짜 화분에 넣어놓을게. 예스. 자, 지금 여러분들 시작하시면 되고요. 와, 이거 해바라기가 있네. 제육도 해바라기 아니야? 제육꽃?
Let's get to our face.
와,
욕심을 부려.
해바라기 대박이다. 해바라기 너무 예쁘다.
밑에 이렇게 해도 안 보이겠네요.
I like to do those terrariums. I think they're
안
cool.
보이겠죠? 제가 항상 그래요.
약간 색감 좋은데? 뭐야, 내 거 어디 갔냐 다.
Where did mine go?
사라졌어요? 나 네 거 안 썼어. 나 이거 몇 개 뽑았는데 이거? 이거 다
They're
사라졌네.
like little kids in a candy store.
They really are, right?
나중에 나이 들면 할 것 같아.
너무 재밌는데?
잘 어울려요.
진짜 잘 어울려.
잘
I'd go to RM's flower shop.
영원히 묻는데?
I bet it smells awesome in there.
아 내가 오디오가 너무 없었나?
Probably smells really good in there.
나 너무
Yeah.
불현듯
원래
떠오르는.
이렇게 하면서 많이 한 사람 있어요? 없죠 거의.
없어요.
제이홉이 최초입니다.
쉬운 게 아니구나.
화관 진짜 야 우리가
세상에 쉬운 거 하나 없습니다.
그렇게 많이 받았는데 야, 이런 건지 몰랐다 야.
That's about peppers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
선생님
It's
비우시죠.
a little wild.
형, 적어도 형이 스스로 하면서 웃으면 안 되잖아요.
아니 진지하겠다면서 형이 웃으면 안 되잖아.
진지하게 했는데 앞에 자꾸 웃잖아.
아 형이 너무 웃었어.
저는 저 형은 저기에 꽂혔나 봐. 이거를 세 색깔을 다른 걸 해볼까?
다른 꽃이 또 없나?
야 이거 10개는 못 만들겠는데?
남자 너는 할 수 있어. 왜냐면 너는 RM이잖아.
오케이.
그게 무슨 상관이죠?
그러니까 내 말이.
여기 뭐가 하나 있었으면 좋겠는데? 뭔가 그냥
Ooh.
저게 바로 리액션인가?
저런 회원분 계신가요?
처음이에요.
근데
저희도 처음입니다.
이거 약간 좀 강렬하지 않아요?
저는 살면서 처음 봤습니다.
막 꽃들끼리 싸우는데?
좀 중재해봐요. 말려야지.
아니 꽃들끼리 안 떨어져.
말려야지.
Sorry, don't fall apart.
쓰러졌는데? 윤기야 이거 어떡하냐? 쓰러졌는데?
근데 약간 봉 같은데요? 기호봉 같은?
너 씌워줄
거부해도 될까요?
건데
벌칙 아니야 벌칙.
치기라니 남의 작품한테 섭섭해?
그게 어떻게 화관이야.
너무 작은 소재를
Man, he really is
선택했더니
obsessed with those peppers.
멀미 날 것
Oh
같아.
yeah, he is.
됐어, 나 끝났다. 그만하자, 제이홉.
저 끝났어. 나 끝났어.
I'm actually surprised at how long these flowers are.
아니
Yeah.
형
They're like-
양심이
Well, they're gonna have to cut them off and then
Yeah.
glass
조금만 보완하면 팔아도.
gold.
아 그래요?
조금만 보완하면 팔아도 될 것 같아, 태용이.
That's
잘하자.
sick.
That's good.
예뻐, 예뻐.
아니야.
태용아, 니꺼 예뻐, 진짜.
아 형이
나왜 일관성 있게 했지 계속?
수아는
Not
잘하는데요?
so
수아도?
consistent, actually.
형 거는 팔아도 될 것 같은데?
뭐 팔아줄래? 없었어.
대신 내 것도 사가. 와 진짜 이쁘다.
와 정국아 이씨 형은
야, 진짜 예쁘게
진짜 예쁘네.
He looks like he made an actual wedding bouquet.
yeah.
근데 이게 잡고 있는 게 일이다. 잡고 있는 게.
That's so nice.
It does look nice.
Yeah.
자, 몇 분 남았나요?
Mix some baby's breath though, or something.
5분 30초 남았습니다, 여러분. 남은 시간 5분 30초. 여러분들 집중.
종목을 잘못 골랐어.
됐다. 난 끝.
나 끝.
아 진짜 힘들다.
와 진짜 너무 어려워.
이거 먹고 있으면 되지.
That's so cool.
야 지민 이쁘네.
자, 마무리해주시죠, 여러분.
5, 4, 3,
아닌데?
2,
Quick, hurry! Oh
1.
no! Oh no!
아이
Wah,
맞나요?
wah.
Wah,
진짜
wah.
화가 만든 사람 존경합니다.
자, 삐삐삐. 아,
Yay!
Okay.
아, 재밌는 경험이네요, 정말.
진짜로.
All right, here we go.
이름.
They have to name everything, right, Tony?
They do.
되게 열심히 돌렸다 지금 머리.
It wouldn't be BTS if they didn't.
색상은
Right.
보라색을 한 이유가 저를 나타내기 위함인 것 같아요. 그리고 이건 제 마음이에요.
예쁘다는데.
자, RM.
네, 저는 일단 화가 이렇게 오래 걸리는지 몰라가지고.
Woo!
색깔을 되게
되게
잘.
That actually ended up nice.
아십니까? 작은 것들을 위한 시.
Well, it's not.
그건 작은 꽃들을 위한 시입니다. 그래서 이제 좀 조그마한 꽃들을 많이 엮어서 이렇게 좀 풍성하게 해보고 싶었는데, 네, 좀 시간이 생각보다 많이 모자라더라고요.
내가 왠지 좋은 취미가 하나 생긴 것 같은데요.
작고
He is surprisingly really good.
자, 정국 씨.
저는 여러 가지의 사랑입니다.
여러 가지의 사랑.
색깔들이 보면은
Colors.
이 하트로 많이 쓰이는 색상들이고
Yeah.
보라 색깔을 되게 군데군데 많이 넣었어요.
엄청 예뻐요.
여러 가지 모습의 사랑이 있다.
그쵸.
이런 거 아닌가요?
선물 받으면 되게 좋아할 것 같아.
멋진데?
이상.
저는요.
자, 제이홉. 제이홉 약간 유기농이네요.
네.
Organic is a good word.
모르겠어요. 이거를
마트감이 있을 것 같아.
네, 약간 뭐랄까 그 제목을 뭘로 해야 될지 모르겠네.
천진난만.
천진난만.
해바라기.
자,
잘했어. 이쁘다.
어떤 거야?
예뻐요. 형 뭔가 지민스러워요.
그래서 이 유리볼의
Wow, he did so
제목은
good.
세렌디피티입니다, 여러분.
세렌디피티.
Serendipity.
뜻밖의
Pretty
만남.
impressive.
뜻밖의
Yeah.
만남. 뭐 그런 뜻이지 않습니까?
Another thing that they're better at than us, Tony.
그래서
밝은 의미를 주려고
Making flower arrangements.
다 예정돼 있었습니다.
This is why I'm still single.
Right?
And no, I'm not advertising myself.
또 머리 넘긴 줄 알았어요.
언제 넘기나
자,
했는데.
슈가.
저는 화관 같은 리스입니다.
어원 같은 리.
제목이 화관 같은.
잘 만들었어요.
오히려 좀 더
That's
화관에 가깝지
really
않나.
nice looking, Ashley.
Actually,
Pretty.
I know it's really good.
물 떨어지는데 이거.
엄청 예뻐요.
네, 그렇습니다.
자, 마지막 하이라이트.
근데 어디 놔뒀어요, 형 거?
아니,
형 거 어디 있어요?
뭐 어디 잃어버렸어요?
형 빨리 마주치세요.
저건가?
빨리 눈으로 보세요.
제 작품의 이름.
Did you make one?
거미 독거미.
아니야. 야, 왼쪽을 못 보겠어.
No, that's
웃기다니까.
it's the one with all the pets.
일단 쓸 수 있는지가 궁금해.
형, 저 맞춰볼까요? 달팽이?
아니야.
달팽이 너무 무게
제 작품의 이름.
형, 좀 가운데 있는 게 너무 돌출이 돼 있어가지고 약간 좀 무서워요.
약간 그
수맥
탐지 같기도 하고.
A dowser.
작품의 이름은 동심입니다.
한번 써보실 수 있나요?
This is the
아니,
chocolate.
수가 제목을 위해서.
야, 주인이 먼저 써야지.
주인 먼저 쓰고 검사를 해줘야지. 저 끈다고.
와, 써진다.
Alien.
와, 대박이다. 야, 저 가운데
Doesn't look
튀어나와
like
있는
an
그
alien.
느낌 있어.
외인이라니 괜찮아? 석진이는 외계인 어때?
좋아요.
제 생각에 이게 고난이도 같은 게 이게 서 있는 게 정말 신기해요.
대박이야.
이게 어떻게 우뚝 서 있지?
혹시 이건
계산한 거지.
형의 미래를 향한 희망을 상징하는 그런 거 아닌가요?
다 계산한 거야. 다 계산한 거야.
꺾었다.
아니야. 저
다 써요.
자, 박수 한번 치자. 야.
Yeah.
이렇게 완성됐네요. 각자의 꽃들이. 근데 박수!
진짜 너무 고생.
Yeah.
아니 솔직히 처음에는 약간 좀 이 집중이 잘 안 될 거라고 생각을 했는데
맞아요.
막상 하니까 아무 생각 안 들고 시간이 후딱후딱 가네요.
자, 그럼 여기서 뽑고 가는 선생님이 선택한
원픽.
솔직히 저를 이길 수가 있나? 저는 사실상 꽃다발 같은 스타일은 제이홉 씨 같은 스타일 되게 좋아해요.
예.
괜찮다 이거.
그 느낌 있어.
유기농.
천진난만입니다.
이건 진짜 부캐 같다.
네. 근데 진짜 여성분들이나 대체적으로 좀 이쁜 거 좋아하시는 귀여운 거 좋아하시는 분들은 저런 스타일 많이
I can see a
쓰세요.
girl walking down the
그리고
aisle.
진짜로
Okay.
두 분은
Oh, absolutely.
제가 팔고 싶을 정도인데 스타일 자체가 진짜 잘했어요 둘 다. 거칠고 부드럽고 차이인 것 같아요 이거는.
저 일부러 텍스처를 좀
거친
이 잎사귀도 그렇고 일부러 다 그런 것들.
잘했어. 그리고 진 씨는 나중에 저랑 같이 작품 활동하면
저는요.
오늘의 세트는 김선진.
엄청 섬세해요. 저렇게 섬세하게 하시는 남자분이 드물어요.
저렇게 섬세하게 하는 남자분이 드물대요.
봤어요?
이거 지민이지.
아 쑥스럽다.
그리고 RMC 같은 경우는 되게 꼼꼼하신 분인 것 같아요.
진짜
놓치려고 안 하고 되게 꼼꼼해요. 네, 잘하셨어요. 열심히 했습니다. 네, 고생하셨습니다. 1등을 가릴 수가 없네요.
다 칭찬해 줬어.
자, 우리 아름답게 이걸로 끝내자.
진짜.
솔직히 난 진영 1등 아니라면 난 납득 못해.
이거 예쁜
아니라면 납득 못해.
이거는 상상도 못해.
So good.
써지는 게 대박이야. 와, 대박이다. 와, 이거 써지는 게 대박이야. 이걸 쓸 수가 있다네.
형 잠시만요. 나가만
위에 게 안 나와. 봐봐, 위에 게 안 나와. 대박이다. 너무 귀엽다.
It was good on you.
애니메이션 여러분은 계속됩니다. 달려라.
감사합니다.
So, which one was your favorite bouquet, or out of that last
Are
round?
you going to say bouquet, or are you going to say the wreaths that were on their heads?
Either way, which one did you like?
I really, the one had his very organized and it looked very professional.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's hard because I mean the bouquets had their good points too.
Yeah.
And I really liked the little minimal one that the one put in his bowl.
Yeah, I do
that
too.
was beautiful.
See, my mom's been obsessed with making terrariums and stuff like that. So that's generally more where I always kind of skew, but I really, really liked the wreath that had like all the little tiny flowers too.
Yes, that was gorgeous.
I think one thing I probably should have pointed out before we started this, that the group themselves, their official colors are purple and white. So that's probably why you saw so much purple and white picked out.
Huh.
So yeah, but
I didn't
honestly
know
though,
groups, I didn't know groups had professional or colors.
in K-pop they do. Every single K-pop group will generally have the name for the group. They pick the leader, then they pick a team color or like a group color, and then they also name their fans.
Oh,
So, like for example, BTS, theirs is known as ARMY, which is actually an acronym, by the way. It's I have to pull it up. I don't remember it off the top of my head. Hold on one sec.
what it stands for?
Yeah, what it stands for, because it's actually got like a meaning.
Does my watch band taste good to you, Ollie?
All right, here we go. Adorable representative MC for youth.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, so that's actually what ARMY stands for. Yeah, because the whole idea is that they wanted to kind of be like something that was relatable, but also like help out the generation underneath them too.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, in fact, BTS itself is an acronym, and that actually stands for Bulletproof Scouts. So, because they wanted to be that kind of people and be like good role models.
Yeah, that's terrific.
Yeah, so that's probably why they chose a lot of the purple and whites.
So, Mom, what do you think of BTS?
I like them. I haven't heard much of their music, but I remember when they came on the scene, what was it, about 10 years ago, but
Yeah.
didn't know much about what their songs were like, but I've heard some of those songs that you've played on your channel.
Yeah.
And they're nice.
They are very good. They're very talented. I think the thing that's so interesting about, and this is kind of something that is kind of going away a little bit, but when they made the group, there's 7 of them. 4 of them are technically they are what they call the vocal line, so they sing, and then 3 of them actually do all rapping. So
Oh,
they mix it all together. It's really, really interesting. The one that's the leader, RM, he's one of the rappers, and the one that you liked the boutonniere from that had like the red in it,
yeah,
Jimin, he's a countertenor, like an actual countertenor, which is the highest that men can go.
yeah.
So it's really interesting
So
how
when
they,
I hear the music, I'll know who's singing that. part.
yeah. So it's
Cool.
pretty interesting when you put all those factors together.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. So they're pretty talented people. Like Tony has seen, like V, he's into photography. Jimin and Jungkook, like they both have like 3 or 4 black belts in martial arts and taekwondo and jiu-jitsu and stuff like that. They have so many talents, it's ridiculous.
So what you're saying is you don't want to come across them in a dark alley.
Yeah, for real.
Mhm.
They might serve you some nice drinks, or they'll just beat you into the ground. You wouldn't even know it. They'll also maybe make you some really pretty flowers too.
Well, Mom, do you want to do this kind of thing again? Would you like to do this kind of thing again?
Yeah, it's nice to get my feet wet, in this, because I haven't done anything like this before, and I think it's very good to see, be objective and see other aspects of flowers and
Yeah.
how people enjoy them. It's good.
I think what we should end on, I don't actually know this. Do you know what your birth flower is?
Mine is larkspur.
Larkspur. Tony, do you know
Mhm.
yours?
No, I don't.
I don't know if I do either. Hold on. I'm going to look it up. April 10th. Birth.
Let me look it up.
Yeah, let's find out. Right here, right now. I have the worst birthstone because it's the most expensive. My birthstone is a diamond.
Yeah, you have the expensive one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine isn't too bad either. It's a ruby.
Oh, rubies are pretty cool.
I don't
Yeah.
even know what mine is.
Come on, Tony. Jeez.
March. I'm trying to remember.
Apparently mine's a split. Apparently daisies and sweet pea flowers.
Daisies and sweet peas. Oh, I love
Yeah.
sweet peas.
Found out mine.
I
Which
love
What is
kind
yours?
of makes sense.
Morning
Daffodil.
glory.
daffodil.
Daffodil. Hey, daffodils are sick.
Well, that's the time of year when they come out,
That's why I said it's convenient because they don't stay around very long. I don't think.
They're
They're
unique.
very hardy though.
Yeah.
Ours always go through and bloom in the snow.
Yeah.
Marshall. Oh, let's see here.
What's your stone?
Aquamarine and bloodstone.
Ooh.
Those are nice.
I like aquamarines. They're sick.
They are pretty.
Yeah.
Nice color.
I never knew. I mean, I've always liked sweet peas, and I always liked daffodils.
Me
so.
too. Sweet peas are my mother's favorite flower, and I really like them.
Oh, really?
We
Yeah.
sell sweet peas at my work.
They're
Do you?
nice.
So was your mom into gardening and doing flowers?
Yes, I learned a lot from her.
That's where the A&L comes from.
Really?
Anna and Lois.
Oh, okay. So you do this in memory of your mom?
Yes, I did. Yeah.
Okay. Well, that's cool. I feel like you learn something new every day.
Yeah. It's good. It's good. It kind of helps. People have their own little mini culture in their family, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
So what's your mom's flower?
That is a very interesting question. She was born in January.
Yeah.
Hers is carnations and snowdrops.
Oh, snowdrops are pretty and carnations are great. I love them.
Yeah. Carnations they're pretty popular. They're probably because they're just so hardy as well.
And they smell so great, and they last longer than any flower.
Do they? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't know that.
if you cut them and put them in water, they last longer than just about anything.
Yeah. I always find it interesting because obviously people buy roses, right? But like in
Yeah.
reality, they die kind of fast.
Yeah, they don't last as long as carnations.
Yeah, definitely not, huh?
Yeah, but
Wow.
and they don't smell as I like them. I really like roses, but they don't smell nearly as good as carnations either.
Yeah. I think for usually the last couple of times that I bought bouquets, I remember the last one I bought was actually gardenia. That was the last bouquet that I bought was gardenia flowers.
Oh, those are gorgeous.
smells amazing.
They do.
Yeah. And we have a lilac bush here, so we always have lilacs on tap.
Lilacs are nice too. Really nice.
So out of curiosity, do you have any plans for your garden this year in terms of flowers? Or
Well,
plants?
I would like to. However, there's not any place here to really grow the kind of flowers I enjoy. So I'm going to have mostly a pot garden,
Okay.
but my flowers in pots. And I'm going to go to Lowe's and buy one of their little raised flower beds.
Nice. Those are
And
cool.
put either flowers or vegetables in it.
You got to keep it out of the reach for this guy because they'll get
Yes, you
What?
like to taste things.
Huskies are they're not notorious at all for being, very independent creatures.
Oh yeah.
Oh, he knows we're talking about him.
He says, I heard my name. But they're I look forward to having my own garden and doing all the things that I enjoy doing, but I'm just going to be limited for this
Really
year.
quickly.
Yeah.
In her last garden in her house before she sold it, her blackberries were probably like that big.
I love blackberries.
They were huge.
They were like, we became known in the neighborhood as the family that was, because we always get like an excessive amount of like produce. And people would get excited when we would bring over blackberries, raspberries, strawberries, apples, tomatoes.
Yeah.
It's all because of her. She has major green thumb.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Do you want to?
I'm supposed to come up with
an
no.
end phrase.
Honestly, say what you always say. Just get working on your garden and.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. People need to get started on their gardening and their landscaping and getting their homes looking very pretty because of the flowers and trees and all that they plant around them.
Yeah.
And be mindful of what you put in there. We'll put a short somewhere up there where she talks about be mindful of what trees you plant and where you put them.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't plant them close to your house and ruin your foundation. And I see that. I still see it every time I drive down the street. I'll see at least one house that has a tree planted right next to their foundation or wherever.
For the house.
Yeah, and it's like it's bad for the tree. It's bad for their house. It's just not smart,
Yeah. Well, a lot of times people buy houses that already have those plants kind of installed, right? So they're kind of out of luck unless they want to pay someone to get it out.
Sometimes they have to have them taken out.
Yeah, some of them do. Our neighbor just did actually just about a year ago. He had a huge tree.
Really? What kind?
I don't exactly remember what it was. I want to kind of say that it was
it deciduous or evergreen?
It wasn't a palm, or it wasn't a pine tree. It was more like a oak. It was almost
so
more
it
like
was
an
deciduous. Well,
yeah,
that's too bad.
yeah.
Well, Aaron, what are your thoughts? Should we do this kind of thing again?
I'm always up for it when I have time. Obviously, I'm always happy to come in here and share the world of BTS with everybody. I think that it's a fun thing. I think that showing what they can do and learn in such a short amount of time and be able to do it so well as they did is pretty incredible. So I love sharing these with people.
That's good. That's really good. Do you do this with other groups or just them?
Mainly just BTS. So with BTS, the thing that was kind of interesting is that because they had no money, they had to do their own stuff to get their name out there. And that's why we got stuff like Run BTS, because they had nothing else to do. So they had to go out and busk to show their music. They never got put on like TV. So they would make these reality shows with them. And so they're really one of the few people. There are other groups that do it, but they kind of do it the best.
You're not biased at all, are you?
Well, I mean, I think for me personally, like I really like them because they are such good people.
Yeah.
They actually have a whole line of albums. I think it's like 4 or 5 albums long. That is literally like the process of learning to love yourself. Like that's the music that they wrote for like 5 albums. So they're really conscious about like because they went through a lot of stuff, they wanted to make sure that other people realize that they're not alone and that there's a way to end up coming out the other end with a positive message. And so that's why I think that it's really important to have people like them around, just because like I think a lot of people think they take a look at BTS and they just think it's just some little group that has some cute songs.
Had
But-
everything all together immediately,
Yeah,
but
Yeah.
in reality, they kept regenerating new ideas.
yeah, and it's kind of like I was telling Tony back when we first started doing this. Like the guy that he kind of goes for, his name is V. His name is Taeyoung, and they got mercilessly bullied when they were first coming up. And in fact, the guy that he likes, because he's the photographer, he was like receiving death threats and being bullied because he was at a concert where he expressed that he missed his grandma.
Oh, and that was not okay to say, huh?
And they're just like, ha ha, and just picked on him for it.
That's too bad.
Yeah. So they've gone through some hardships.
Yeah.
Well,
But so yeah, positive message at the end of it all is that their big message is learning how to teach you how to love yourself in a sense.
Mhm.
So
all right. Want to send us off, Mom?
thanks
Well,
for having me.
yeah. Thanks for coming on with us. We really I personally really enjoyed seeing what they could do with those flowers and how they turned them into something really pretty.
Yeah.
Kind of like their lives, I guess, huh?
Yep. Grow through hardships and with
Yeah.
rain and everything like that.
Yeah. Creates a nice little miracle.
Yes, indeed.
All right, send us off to say something.
Okay. Well, good luck with gardening. It's nice to talk to people who enjoy flowers, and we'll see you next time around.
Have a good one.
Make sure you guys subscribe to her.